uh, proof that there is a holographic universe again, and I'm also going to prove in parallel universes. Oh wow, how am I going to do this? So, first, light is the speed limit of our universe. That's the fastest that information can travel. Because essentially it has zero mass or infinite mass. And they also don't decay too, which is why we're able to see stars from millions of light years away and all that good stuff. Well, no, we can see them from that far away. But all right. So first off, just to prove my point, so we with the holographic universe, I should do parallel universe. So it's as simple as a radio. It's as simple as a cell phone. As simple as a broadcast. As simple as we can't see the radio frequencies in the air. We can't see the energy flowing through the air. Just like we can't see that the light around us is white light, and that if we put a prism up to it, there's all these other spectrums. Because we're tuned into one frequency. So, because we're all vibrational beings and everything is all about vibrations, and oh my God, it's happening so deep, and there's always damn light. Because I'm angelic. Alright. So, a holographic universe now. So, even though everything seems pretty instantaneous, but there's actually a delay because it takes time for the light to bounce off my face and get back to the camera, and then at the same time, ads go from the screen to the audience's eyes. So it takes time. Can't be argued. Simultaneously, when I'm speaking, my voice is actually lagging behind my expression because, well, just like when we see a thunderstorm, right? We see lightning, and we count the seconds before we hear the thunder because we see a flash, and then we know that there's going to be a rumble, and every second's about a mile, because that's how fast sound travels. Roughly. So there's a delay in the whole expression, and so here I am yelling to you, but across the way, and all of a sudden my expression is, my voice is traveling through the air, and pretty crazy. So how's that got to do with the holographic universe? Well, because alright, so here on Earth it takes 8 minutes for the sun to shine its glory onto us. And, but if we go to Mercury, it takes less time than that because it's the first planet in the solar system. Well, from the sun. So, there's that. And then, so the light that's being shone on Mercury, well, they're seeing what's happening to the sun before we do, because that's how long it takes for the information to travel. Just like, I was saying, like the light is the speed that information can travel, the fastest speed, because it doesn't actually have any mass, and whatnot. So, the thing is, so we go to Mars, and okay, so it's gonna take, we'll just say 12 minutes or something like that. I should have looked that up, but it takes a little bit longer because it's farther away. So That's the whole thing. And okay, and if we go exceed the speed of light, now we're able to look back on Earth. We're able to see things that happened however many years we go back, or yeah, like how fast we catch up to the light and exceed the light, so we can actually. That's what it comes down to. And then we can get that little buffer zone, and and then we can. But being that we start from Earth, we have our control, where we make base our measurements off of. Where we go to other planets and stuff, then or whatever else, then we have that gap, and that's the thing is, just like a baseball card, a holographic baseball card, it's built with different layers, and it just refracts the light just a little differently, but it gives the illusion of reality. That's what it comes down to, is that the holographic universe is all just different vibrations in time. So I go like that. See, my hand is, but I go like this. It almost looks like it's doing something else, right? Because I've increased its frequency. Other little bit of information is time. Time is a measurement, and the reason why we measure it going in one direction, because information. We live in a radiating universe, and so everything is radiating from one point. Going back to the Big Bang, everything hit one point, and so that's kind of like what we measure things. But so yeah, that's what it comes down to, people. This is a nice little quick science lesson. Nothing I'm saying can be argued. Nothing. I'm 100% right. Maybe I can, sharpen my tongue a little bit, but for what it's worth, I know what I'm talking about, huh? Radiating universe. Everything just kind of travels in one direction. And I strongly encourage everyone, checks out this book. I actually watched the movie, a little animation called Flatland. And it's not about the flat earth. No, God, no. It's about two-dimensional beings, and it's just like a mind warp, just like thinking two-dimensionally and all that, and just having like the illustration. It was phenomenal. Yeah, because that's the thing, is like we can only think within, like, even though we live in 3D, like we've only perceived things two-dimensionally. We can't see around things, or we have this linear or this two-dimensional. We receive information in 3 dimensions, but we're able to process it into 2 dimensions because that's how our vision works. Yes, look that up too. All right. Damn, I'm just going on a nice little tangent here. All right, so what I'm saying, we're not programmed to, think outside of certain realms, just like a supercube. We can't actually come up with one, and like even an actual representation that would come up, we can't do it. So that's the thing, is we have to start. I don't know. We don't have to start doing anything. Just continue. Excuse me. doing your homework and getting your education from people like me who can actually be like, hey, support their stuff and doesn't need to blah, 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 whatever. Anyways, I love you all. Take care, be safe, be kind, and stay strong. And adios, amigos and amigas.